Does beer expire? What you should know and do. Does beer expire? First things first, beer does not really expire. It does go bad though. To understand the difference better, understand that beer is basically alcohol, and alcohol percentage is calculated in terms of alcohol by volume, or ABV. Beers generally have an ABV between 3 and 13. Beers that have higher alcohol content generally stay fresh and consumable for a longer time. But the beers with weaker potencies do have an expiration date which needs to be adhered to. How does the packaging of beer affect its quality? The bottle packaging is extremely impractical when we wish to transport beer over long distances which shall expose them to sunlight and air. Apart from the aesthetic satisfaction, cans provide for easy transportation and also retain the effervescence and freshness of the beer due to non-exposure to sunlight. How long does beer stay fresh after opening? Ideally, you should open the beer only when you actually wish to drink it, because it loses foam as soon as it is opened. What makes a beer go bad? Beer is susceptible to many elements, and it's also one of the easiest to spoil if left unguarded. When it comes to beer, there are three main enemies you want to avoid. Light. You shouldn't leave your beer sitting under the sun for too long. If you do, the UV rays react with a chemical compound from the hops. Yes, that's the reason why dark bottles are so popular. Oxygen. Oxidation is what we know as aging. Oxygen interacts with the beer in the same way it does with everything. It breaks down the chemical compounds, and this generates different flavors for the beer. Bacteria. Everything decays over time, and microbes are what cause it. Skunked beer. Skunked beer is the archetype of spoiled beer. It tastes and smells like the scent of a skunk. It's because the chemical composition is the same. Some people believe that skunked beer comes from leaving your cold beer to reach room temperature. While oxidized beer gets called skunked sometimes, the real reason isn't oxygen but blue light.